Hello and welcome to All Things Knitty. This week's stitch is the Shell and Puff stitch. It is a beautiful one row repeat after two foundation rows. This yarn that I'm using is 100% cotton Baby Crush by King Cole. The link for the yarn will be in the description box below. You will need a 4mm crochet hook and your foundation chain is a multiple of 5 plus 3. The pattern is completely reversible. It's the same on both sides. And it is a beautiful stitch, but it's quite simple to do. So once you have your foundation chain of 5 plus 3, we're going to begin in the second chain from our hook, and we're going to do a full row of single crochet, beginning in the second chain. Okay, so single crochet is the US term. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over and pull through those two loops that you've got. I'll show you that one more time and then you can finish the row. So insert, yarn over, pull through. Once you have two loops, yarn over and pull through. Continue doing that all the way across the row, and when you get to the end, stop and we'll move on to row 2 together. Okay, so now you're at the end of the row. You're going to chain 3 and turn your work. So chain 3 and turn. Okay, so this chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so this stitch has already been worked into. You're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in the third we're going to begin our pattern. Now to do that we're going to start with 2 extended double crochet. So yarn over, hook, go all the way over to the third stitch, so this counts, skip 2, and in this stitch place your hook, yarn over, pull through. Once you have 3 loops, you're going to yarn over, pull through 1, then yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1 extended double crochet. You're going to do that again. So yarn over into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So we have 2 extended double crochet. Into the same stitch, we're going to work 2 normal double crochet. So yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 more double crochet into the same stitch. So that's us done our little shell. Now we're going to do the puff stitch. So this is again into the same stitch. We're going to do a 4 yarn over puff stitch. So yarn over once, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. That's 1. And as you can see, I've brought the puff stitch up to the same height. So just make sure all your yarn overs come to the same height. So that was 1. Yarn over again into the same stitch, pull up a loop. 2, 3, and 4. Now that leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stitches. You're going to yarn over, pull through all the stitches, then chain 1, and that's the pattern that we're going to be repeating throughout. So it's 2 extended double crochet, 2 double crochet, and the puff. We're now going to skip 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th we're going to begin again doing our pattern. So it's 2 extended double crochet, pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again, another extended double crochet. Excuse me. Oh. So that's our second extended. 2 normal double crochet, and then we're going to do the puff stitch. So into the same chain, yarn over, that's 1, yarn over, pull up a loop, that's 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over, 4. Yarn over, pull through all the stitches and chain 1. You're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th you're going to repeat. You're going to do 2 extended double crochet, 2 normal double crochet and the puff. Skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat. You'll be left with 3 stitches. Once you've got 3 stitches, stop and I'll show you how to end the row. So skip 4, work your shell and puff, skip 4, work another shell and puff, and you'll have 3 stitches left, and I'll show you how to end foundation row 2. Okay, so now you've at the end of the row with 3 stitches left. Now, to mirror the start, if you remember, we chained 3, and this counted as a double crochet, then we skipped 2, so we'll do that in reverse. We're going to skip 2, and then in the very last stitch we're going to work a normal double crochet, making sure that you have your V just in that last stitch. Complete your double crochet, chain 3, and this is the row that you'll continue to repeat throughout your pattern. It's very easy once you get into it. So this double again, this chain 3, counts. Throughout this pattern, this little chain 1 from the end of the puff stitch we're going to ignore, and we're only going to count the full stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your stitches. In the 5th stitch, you're going to begin doing your pattern. So into that 5th chain along, you're going to work 2 extended double crochet, 2 normal double crochet, and then your 4 yarn over puff stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, pull through all the stitches, all the loops, yarn over, and chain 1. So that's the little chain 1 that we just ignored. That just secures your puff. Okay, it's just the same again. We're going to skip the chain 1, then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now into this very last stitch, that's where you begin your pattern. 2 extended double crochet. Okay, so you'll finish your puff, your shell and puff here. You'll skip 4. In this very last stitch here, you'll do a shell and puff, and then you'll do a shell and puff in this stitch, then stop, and I'll show you just how you end the row. So I've got a couple more to do. I will catch you at the end of the row. So in the 5th stitch of each cluster or shell and puff, you're going to work your pattern and stop at the end, and I'll show you how we finish the row. To finish the end of your row, you're going to do a double crochet into the 3rd chain of our chain 3 from the row below. So 1, 2, and in this third stitch up, make sure you have your V when you come through that stitch. You're going through the stitch, not under it, and work your double crochet. So into the last and work a double crochet. Chain 3, and you're ready to repeat your pattern row into the fourth. So this counts and we skip the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this very last stitch here, you begin your pattern: 2 extended double crochet, 2 normal double crochet, a puff stitch all the way across. You'll keep doing that in the 5th stitch all the way across, and then you'll finish in this chain 3 with a double crochet. Continue working your pattern row until you have it to the length that you want, and then I'm going to show you how to do just a little quick simple border. I think this pattern does need it because the sides can, yeah, they're a wee bit, they're not as straight as I'd like. So continue doing that, and I'm going to show you how to do the border. Okay, so like you can see, the edges just aren't as neat as I like. So when you've finished your pattern, to start the border, you're going to chain 1, and then working into the back loop only, you're going to work a single crochet across this top row. So you have to rotate the top of your work towards yourself and find that back loop only, and you're going to work a full row of single crochet all the way to the end, and I'll get you there. So stop in this last stitch and we'll do the sides. Apologies, I should have said before, you're not working into this chain space, so you're just working the main stitches. So as you can see, I've finished the shell and puff. I skip this stitch and go straight into the next shell and puff. So just ignore the chain 1 in between. Continue and I'll get you at the end. Okay, so you've worked your single crochet in the last stitch. We're going to chain 1, and into that same stitch we're going to work a half double crochet. Now, working down the side of your work, we're going to be working into the chains, not into the gap. So in each stitch all the way down the side, you're going to work a half double crochet in every single chain. Take your time, because this can it can be quite hard to make sure that you're through those stitches. So working into every stitch down all the way to here, work half double crochet and stop in this last chain, half double crochet in every stitch. Now you're at the end of that side. You've done a half double crochet into the corner, chain 1, work 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet in every single chain all the way along the bottom. So it's just a single crochet row all the way across. Make sure you're going through every stitch with a single crochet. Continue doing that all the way to the end here. Then you'll work a single crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, turn your work, and then it's the same on this side. So you work a full row of half double crochet. In this corner here, you're going to half double crochet, chain 1, single crochet, turn your work, and then into every stitch along the top you're going to work another row of single crochet, and when you get to this corner again, you're going to fasten off your work. And that was the shell and puff stitch. It works really beautifully in this colour changing King Cole yarn, and it is super soft. So that was the shell and puff stitch. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you did, leave me a like on the down below. Comment away, share the video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and like I says, all the information and ways that you can help the channel grow are in the description box below. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye now.